All right, welcome back, everybody. We are here with International Master Kostya Kavutskiy, one of my most favorite people in the whole world. So I'm very excited that he won his last round game.
Thanks.
So let's take a look, and we'll go over that.
Sure.
Let's see. I should have prepped this, but you're on board
Board 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Technically board 6.
First, before we get into the game, though, I want to just get your feedback on how you felt the event went for you, and you know, how that's going to play for your future.
Yeah. I thought the event went kind of up and down for me. Definitely was mixed results, some good games, some pretty bad games. I definitely could have played better, in a lot of games, but it was good experience overall. Some very, very tough games, So I'm always happy to just get like 9, quality games in.
Yeah, and you missed a norm, right? You didn't get a norm.
Oh, I don't think I was even close.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I was out, I think, by round 4.
How does that feel? Does it disappoint you?
No. I mean, even if I had the best tournament of my life, I wouldn't get the title here. I would still have a long ways to go.
Right.
So it's just one tournament. Yeah, it doesn't really change much. I'm still trying to improve my chess, trying to get as good as I can. All that's the same.
And yeah, before we get into the game, I want to talk about Chess Dojo, because you guys are doing really great stuff.
Yes.
You're wearing the sweater right there. Chess Dojo. Check them out, everybody. And how do you balance your time between all the work you're doing streaming and for Chess Dojo, between that and your actual game?
Right. Yeah, that's a good question. Essentially, I just do my best. I do some streaming, I do some training. I try to combine the two, do some training on stream to save some time.
Right.
But yeah, I think, to be honest, always one is suffering. Either I'm focusing on like the streaming and the teaching side, and then I'm just not as sharp as a player, or I'm like training really hard, but then obviously I don't have as much time to like teach others and do that kind of work. So yeah, it's just kind of a give and take, and I just try to, if I have a tournament coming up, I'll focus on the tournament. If I have a break, then I'll focus on the work.
Great. And is there one big piece of advice you would give adult improvers like yourself that are striving for the next level in their chess ability?
Yeah, I think for adult improvers, their general thing is like they don't have a lot of time. They have like a job, and it's like they can't really do a ton of chess. So I feel like, it's just like slow and steady wins the race. You just like choose one book, work on it 30 minutes, 45 minutes a day, just consistent.
Right.
Maybe it takes you like 3 months to go through the book, but that's fine. Like if that's all the time you have, that, I think just like good work but consistent is better than just doing all kinds of stuff, all the time, and like trying like a different thing every week and hoping like there's always going to be like the next like secret thing that like boosts you. But no, I think you just have to like work consistently, and then over time you improve like a little bit.
Yeah, the incremental improvement. I mean, everybody wants to jump in rating and jump in ability, but that's almost not really feasible.
It happens, but it only happens after months and months of working hard and your rating kind of staying put. And then it one day catches up, and everyone's like, oh, wow, they're so good. How'd they do that?
Except when you help prep someone like me 22 moves in a game. So
for one game, yeah.
Okay,
miracles can happen.
Let's jump right into this. I mean, you heard that here. Read books, everybody. That's super important. So, but let's jump into the game.
Sure.
And just kind of give me a little bit of a background on what you're thinking.
Yeah, so this is a pretty complicated game. I was playing Grandmaster Guy Magami, and he definitely surprised me in the opening with his choice of Grunfeld. He's not typically a Grunfeld player, but yeah, I certainly wasn't prepared for it. And yeah, I think I got a very nice position out of the opening.
Tell me when your preparation ends here.
Okay, so he castles, I go bishop e2, c5, castles, he plays knight d7. Here I'm basically out of book.
Okay.
He's already kind of like deviated from the main lines.
I see, yeah.
And I think white should be better here through any number of moves, but it's still like, it's a playable position. I have the space advantage. I'm trying to push d5 at some point.
Right.
And yeah, if I could get d5 and c4 without hanging a rook, then I'm very happy. So that's kind of white's plan here.
Yeah. Just to show that if you push this and you push this, there's a little bishop here.
At some point you gotta go like rook b1, but
yeah. So you have to get rook b1 in here. Okay, that's great. So
queen c2 I thought was natural. I play bishop f4. I thought this is a reasonable move. A lot of times black wants to put the queen on c7, and I thought, okay, I'm preventing this. And yeah, he played queen a5 here. So queen c2, just defending. Knight b6.
Right.
And yeah, now I thought he maybe wants queen a4, knight a4, bishop g4. So I decided to play knight e5, which I thought was an interesting move.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought I'm quite happy here because, you know, it's hard for him to develop the bishop, and I just didn't see like a great option for him.
Oh yeah, see, if he's coming to e6 at all, you just have d5 right away.
d5, yeah. Now I'm ready to play d5 because the c pawn's not hanging. And if he plays like knight a4, for example, then I have knight c4, which is very annoying.
Right, this knight is kind of blocking up the whole position here. Bishop
Yeah.
can't develop. Yeah, very interesting.
So he plays queen a4. I avoid the trade. And then he takes on e5, which I kind of felt like, yeah, he was going to do, because otherwise...
Why did you decide to avoid the trade here?
Yeah, basically, I thought I'm better in the endgame, but I don't know, I felt like with the queens on the board, maybe I could play for more.
Yeah.
Especially after queen b2, I'm threatening bishop b5. It's really annoying.
Right, trapping.
And yeah, essentially, I just want to go right after his queen.
Yeah.
So he takes on e5, which I thought he was going to do, because it kind of like solves black's problems.
I mean, I would not have thought of playing this, but the engine move is bishop d7 here, which is kind of strange.
Yeah, bishop d7, I guess it's possible just to give up the bishop pair and play a slightly worse position like that. Oh no, knight takes bishop b5,
of course,
yeah, so queen takes.
Queen has to take, yeah.
And yeah, I thought something like this was possible, but I thought I'm just comfortably better, so I wasn't too worried about this. But maybe this is a better...
Because of the bishop pair.
Yeah, just like, yeah, bishop pair and...
Center.
Exactly. But maybe it's not that much for white, I'm not sure.
The Overlord engines don't like it. It's a slight advantage for white, according.
Yeah, just a slightly better. But you know, like during the game, I dismissed it, and my opponent
of
dismissed
course.
it as well. So,
yeah. Well, I think psychologically, giving up your bishop pair in this very open position, seems silly.
Yeah. Also, if you think about it, bishop d7 is like kind of a passive move. It's like I don't even have to take right away, and it's like, what is black's next move there?
Yeah. What is it?
It's so. Yeah, taking on e5, actually I was expecting, because after takes, he goes knight c4, and he gets to trade off some pieces, and we get this middle game with opposite color bishops. But I actually think white is better here compared to that other position we saw, because I felt like this was really unpleasant for black.
All the weak and dark squares here.
Just like dark squares, and I have more space. That said, I don't think I played it really all that great, but yeah, essentially we can skip ahead a bit. I build up here, rook e1. I think this was
just developing,
all more or less natural. Yeah, h4, h5.
Yeah.
Rook d8, queen d2, and yeah, I'm just getting in. Here he goes f6.
Yeah, that's logical.
I decide to take, and so yeah, this is a critical moment. He could have taken. I decided to sack a piece.
Yeah, you could take your bishop.
He could take on e5. He decided not to, but I was thinking queen h6 here. Black would go e6. To me, this looks super dangerous, and then I wanted rook e3 in this position.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
So one line I'll show, let's say rook g7. I thought g takes h7, king h8, rook g3. He can't take because of queen f8. So he has to go, he has to put, let's say, rook gf7.
Right, or f7.
I was thinking of this, and then de5 here, I was thinking. And then I'm just playing rook g8 check. His queen can't get back.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll eventually have rook d8. So the threat is rook g8, takes, rook d8, and just mating. So this was kind of my concept, that like his queen is always kind of stuck on c4 and no way to...
Right.
Of course, black has other lines, but that was kind of... that was the idea.
Yeah. And so he just rejected it. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
I think even if the computer is saying that black is fine, psychologically it's tough for a human to play that position.
Yeah. And I'm not even sure black is fine. I mean, this is like the, browser engine.
Yeah, it says 31 depth.
Yeah.
Could go
I don't
deeper.
really. Yeah, I don't really trust.
There you go. Yeah,
no, because
you
already
heard it here. Hot take.
From here, it's saying like -0.8, and then we play 2 moves. It was already saying equal, right? So it can't even calculate. So anyway,
it cannot calculate. I can't believe it. We should turn it off. Let's go.
Yeah.
It's off.
He trusts me. He goes HG. Intuitively, I think we both felt like It's just dangerous for white.
It's just very dangerous for black, yeah.
I think it actually might have worked out because I don't think I'm like that much better in a couple moves. So okay, I just continue the game, like playing with opposite color bishops. I'm trying to open up his king, f3. Now he starts playing for counterplay. Bishop f2, queen a4, queen f4. He comes in, I think, rook c2.
Can't take the a pawn?
I was thinking if he goes queen a2, I have rook a1 minimum.
Yeah,
I can take on a7.
Yeah, I see.
But maybe I can also play for something else, like bishop e3 or something like that.
Right, so coming in with the rook makes more sense.
So he comes in, yeah, bishop e3, g5.
Why bishop e3?
I want queen h6 check.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so I'm just trying to provoke some more weaknesses.
Right.
So g5.
Oh, okay. Now all the light squares are weakening.
Queen g3 takes on a2. And yeah, e5.
And
I'm just like trying to open him up now.
Open everything up. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So this was actually a critical moment here. After king g6, I play queen g4. He played rook c7, which I think is probably the losing move.
Oh, I see.
I was expecting rook e2, which I thought was very important
because of the contact with this rook here.
Yeah, and he's able to trade off a pair of rooks, which means I don't have as many attackers. We were analyzing this a little bit after the game, and we thought black is actually more or less holding here. At least we didn't see anything clear for white.
Yep.
Okay.
Engine says dead equal. We will trust that. Yeah. Dead equal. The engine can get right. What are the lines you're looking at here? Takes.
Well, takes. Yeah, and then king f2, for example, bishop a6.
Oh yeah.
Hitting the rook, and we're looking at rook a2 here. Queen f1 check. King g3. And now the rook on d7 is hanging.
Right.
I thought maybe black could try queen e1 check, bishop f2, and queen h1. With queen h4 mate if
with
white
the mate
takes
threat.
the
Yeah, I see.
And also the threat of f5 if white takes the bishop.
Oh, wow.
So it's a total mess. Yeah.
It's a total mess. Let's see.
So we don't know what's happening here.
Yeah, you guys got it. That's fascinating, actually. That's a really nice line. Okay, and then
so for some reason he rejected it.
Okay.
He went with rook c7 because he mentioned he was trying to get rook c7 in for a while and rook
c2. So
he
was just kind of locked into that move almost, psychologically.
Yeah, I mean he spent some time here. He was considering rook e2, but I think he just because he also doesn't have much time. He has 4 minutes. So
I see.
Essentially, he just I think went for the intuitive move. But yeah, this just allows the direct sacrifice, takes, and bishop takes g5.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it's just a mating net, right?
So yeah, if he takes, there's rook e6 check. So he goes bishop c8.
Real quick, yeah.
Right. And then it's...
yeah, that's just... not looking good.
Yeah. You don't really...
no hope there, yeah.
Right? Don't have to confirm with you.
Yeah, no, not on that one, no.
So bishop c8, I think it's a good try, hitting the queen. But now I sidestep with queen g3. Hitting the rook on c7, but now queen f4 because I want to keep the discovered attack.
Right. You get the tempo there, yeah.
Rook g7, and I was very happy to actually calculate until the end of the game here.
You offered the sacrifice twice.
Yeah, I forced
him
to take it. Yeah, this time.
You forced him to take it. Right. You have to take it now, sir, because of this.
Yeah. So
that's nice.
Queen d6, and here it's still tricky after king g8 because g2 is hanging, right? So I can take on g7, I can take his bishop, but my rook is also hanging on d1.
Oh man!
But I was pleased to find, I think, very simple finish, queen d5 check. So if king f8, then there is queen d8, and here I have queen h5, rook e8. He has to give the queen.
To give the queen here, yeah.
And it continues. If I take the bishop, he takes on g2.
Right.
With a perpetual.
Oh, with a perpetual threat.
So of course I have to deal with this.
You have to check.
And I have a nice finish, queen h5, queen d5.
Oh.
No, he resigned here.
F4? Or is that the point?
No, queen d5, picking up the rook.
Oh, picking up the rook. Right,
so
fork here.
That's it.
So if...
no, it was king on h7.
Oh. If king g8, yeah. You have queen d5 here, forking.
That's just it. Of course, okay, I could put like some g4 or something, but this is just...
This is just simple, yeah.
Yeah. So very nice. Nice combination at the end.
Yeah. And how much time did you have left at this point to calculate this?
5 minutes.
Wow.
So it was straight up a puzzle rush. And I just felt like, yeah, this is a puzzle rush right now. And then I found queen d5 check, you know, before taking on f6. I felt so good.
Did you actually say this is a puzzle rush in your head?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I was like, okay, this is like clearly is like calculation exercise, you know, puzzle rush. Like I've done this many times, you know.
Yeah, that's fascinating. Yeah, I like that.
I have 53
Let's
more
see
seconds.
if I can calculate the line. Bishop f6, king f6, queen d6 check, king f7, queen e7 check, and then king. No. Oh, sorry, rook e7. That's what I meant. Sorry, I just said the wrong piece. Rook e7, king g8. And then that's the hard move. Queen d5 check is complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, seeing that in my head is challenging.
Right,
yeah.
Especially because you have like rook g7 check, queen d8 check. You have so many checks there.
Yeah, you have a lot of checks
don't really,
there. Yeah,
lead anywhere.
Yeah, queen d5 check kind of jumps out though, in the sense that if king f8, queen d8.
Yeah, it's a nice
is mating, and then if king h7, you have another check on h5. Oh, and then then I see all the way to the rook e8 check. Yeah, that's very nice. That's it. That is a puzzle rush. Yeah. Exactly. Well, how does that make you feel to get a puzzle rush finish?
Great for my confidence. It's really hard, you know, when you have like 5 minutes, and I felt like I was like, you know, better most of the game, like pushing for the win. Now I feel like I should be tactically winning, and you know, the time's ticking down. There's a lot of checks, but you know, a lot of counterplay in the position somehow. Like G2 is always hanging, D1 is always hanging. Right. So no, I get nervous at this moment, but I also feel like, okay, if I just focus and just calculate the full line, then I can do it. It's done.
Yeah, and when did he resign? He didn't resign after losing the queen, right? Because of the pressure on G2. So there
you play one more move. Yeah, so I could play queen h5 check and show that I can take the rook.
You can just take the rook. Yeah, okay. Yeah, very nice. Very nice game. Thanks for sharing it with us. What are you gonna play next?
I'm gonna play in Charlotte, I think, next month.
All right.
A couple tournaments, U.S. Masters.
Great.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
Excellent. And what kind of work are you going to do on the lead up?
Oh, yeah. Good question. I'm just going to try to like work like nonstop, like just openings, calculation. Yeah. I'm just going to try to show up in good shape.
Yeah. And then you're going to have some pizza now and then play the 1000 GM Blitz event.
There's Blitz today?
Yeah, there's Blitz today at 4.
Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
Fans, you got to clamor for it. Clamor for it.
That's cool. Maybe I will play, actually, because that's fun. I like Blitz.
Yeah, well, thanks again for joining us. And we'll wrap up now, but good luck in your future events, and we appreciate your time.
Thanks.
International Master Kostya Kavutskiy, Coach Q here. Have a good day, everybody.